right, so starting things off today, let's go ahead and ground those feet. So whether you're barefoot or whether you have shoes on, once you press the heels, balls of the feet, try to spread the toes. Even if you have shoes on, still try to spread those toes within those shoes. Start feeling that tension come up the body. As we get to the hips, you're going to take that belt line towards that belly button, go ahead and lock in that midsection, pull that rib cage in, pull those shoulders back and down. Just imagine you're trying to rip open the front of your shirt, just creating some tension through the body, nice and tall through the head. Try and flex everything you can, so reaching those hands out, spreading those fingers, trying to flex through the forearms, the triceps, the belly, the glutes, the calves, the hamstrings, the chest, the jaw, whatever you can flex and relax. Good work. All right, let's use some breaths to wake up. Big breath in, let's open up that chest. As you exhale, force that air out, round that back, reach forward, and 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, make it count. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. Roll those shoulders out. All right. I want you to take that left heel slightly forward. I want you to go and pull those toes towards the knee for me. All right, you're going to start pressing that left hip back. So we're pretty much working a hip hinge, trying to challenge that left hamstring. And now I want you to take your belly button and start pointing it towards that left knee. So you're rotating through that upper torso. You're going to feel a little deeper stretch in the hamstring. Still keep that right knee pressing out. Back to center, stand tall, switch it out. Right heel, hinge. Turn that belly button. Back to center. And we're going to pick up pace a little bit, use our breath. Inhale, set it up, exhale as you hinge. Back tall, set it up, exhale as you hinge. Switch, back to left. But you don't have to point your hands like I am. You take your hands wherever you feel comfortable and switch. Just trying to give a little bit of a visual. Again, you are trying to point that belly button. That is your flashlight as you hinge. Tall and switch. Left side. Tall and switch. So emphasizing pressing that hip back. So we do want to press the crease of that hip back towards the back of the room. Tall, last time left. Tall, last time right. Wonderful. All right, let's take it on down to a half kneel position. I'm going to drop my right knee down to the ground. You all know this drill well. All right, so we're going to lock in that belt line towards that belly button first, and we're going to rock forward, trying to open up that right hip flexor, nice and long through the quad, through the hip, and relax. 4 more. Rock forward, use that exhale. Back, forward. But as you toy with this, you may be able to only move those hips and relax. So if you notice, my head's not actually ever moving. It's center line, forward. I'm really trying to use those hips, activating through the glute to get everything to turn on. Relax, last one, forward. And relax, keeping that left foot forward. You may want to walk it out just a little bit, open up that stance just a hair if you have a pretty narrow half kneel. We're going to take those hands inside of that left foot, and we're going to take that left hand behind the head. We're going to open up the chest as we take that left elbow to the sky, and then back under and through. And now use your exhale to work the challenging parts. If the top part's not that challenging for you, that's where I actually want you to inhale. And then challenge yourself at the bottom with the exhale. If it's the opposite, of course, exhale at the top. And then inhale at the bottom. So you gotta be a little aware here how you're feeling. We got about 2 more reps. Opening up, using your breath where you need it. Back down. Open up. Back down. Back to center. And relax. Let's go and switch out those legs. So we're still back in that half kneel. Left knee is down now. Belt line towards belly button, so lock everything in, and we're just rocking forward. I'm gonna go and switch my camera angle just so we can, some people just jumped on. So working on that left hip flexor, so rocking forward, using that exhale, putting it back. Rib cage is pulled in, forward, back, forward, back. And if you don't quite feel a whole lot here, go a little bit taller for me. Forward. Really want to think about lengthening everything from the quad up to the hip flexor, even up in the abdomen a little bit. Back, forward. Relax, so keeping that half kneel. Again, if you have a tight half kneel position, I'd recommend walking that foot up just a little bit. We're going to take those hands down to the floor. Right hand goes behind the head. And again, using that breath where you need it. So we're going to open up the chest. We're going to take the elbow to the sky. And then back under and through the body appropriately. Now, depending on where that's challenging, you're going to use your exhale. So for me, today is actually going down. So I'm actually inhaling at the top and then exhale at the bottom. It's actually, my hamstrings are a little tight today. Going back to the top, back to bottom. Top, bottom. One more of each. Take it up top and bottom. Excellent. Well, let's go ahead and bring both those knees down to your kneel position, and let's come on and lower ourselves to the floor. All right. Camera a little higher today, so I'll move around. So we're going to work on the chest. Past couple weeks, I've actually meant to finish with this and always run short on time. So what I'm going to have you do, your hands are flat on the ground right now. I want you to slide that right hand off to the side. So reach as far away from the body as you can with that palm still on the ground. And what I want you to do here is you're going to take your left foot, so the opposite foot, and you're going to start taking it across the body, and you're going to try to open up that chest. And back down. Back across. Back down. So my arm is staying flat on the ground. I know it's tough to see. I'm going to turn around a little bit. Tough to see that right hand. Third rep here, taking that leg across, open up the chest. Relax. If you're thinking, Chris, it's a pretty easy drill for me, I'm really flexible, bring that arm at 90 degrees and let's try again. It's a little more challenging now. Now we're focusing more on the pec and that T-spine. Relax. Over the anterior part of the shoulder. Amazing how just a little bit of change to make that big of a difference. Last rep. And relax. Switch it on out. Left hand reaches out. Now that right foot's going to come across. Open up the chest. Relax. Now take that hand where you need to appropriately. Maybe 90 degrees was too much for you. Maybe find somewhere in between that straight line and that 90. Take it across. Relax. Across. Relax. Right foot comes across. Relax. Last one here. Across. Relax. All right. Go ahead and make sure you should already be set up in a position where you have plenty of room in front and behind you. We're pretty much in a push-up position already, so I want you to go ahead and press on up to a high plank position. We're going to sneak into a world's greatest stretch flow with a little bit of child pose snuck in. So let's go ahead and take that left foot up for me. If that's still a little too much for you this morning, turn that foot out for me. But if you can, left foot's right outside the left hand. And let's go ahead and lower down that left shoulder. Breathe. You're nice and long from top of your head through that right heel. Even though we are dropping that left shoulder, we must take that left hand to sky, opening up the chest. Breathe. Pressing strong through that right hand. Engaging those hips. Taking left hand under and through the body, almost like you're reaching back for your right foot. Left hand to sky. Left hand goes outside of that left foot. This is the most challenging of this stretch, at least for me. We're going to rock that left hip back, really trying to pull that left hip away from that left hamstring. Deep stretch here. And I'm always a big fan of movement, so if you want to move those hips around while you're in this position, trying to encourage a little more relaxing, releasing of that muscle, you certainly can. And let's take it back inside. Nice and controlled, left foot comes back, right foot comes on up. So nice and long at the top of that head. Let's lower down that right shoulder. A lot of you know this stretch, this drill very well by now. Breathe. Strong through that left hand. Now right hand goes to sky. Rotating actively through the hips. Take your right hand under and through the body. Again, almost like you're reaching for that left foot. Right hand to sky. Right hand outside of right foot. You know what to do. Rocking back. Breathe. So we're already about 12 minutes into this mobility session. So if you still kind of are in this passive mindset to where you're just kind of just going through the motions, I want you to try to up the intensity. All right? I want you to really try to sink into those stretches. No more holding back for these last 8 minutes. Rocking back forward, right hand inside of right foot comes back. Let's lower down the knees, and I want you to sit on back. You can take the knees out, bringing the toes in, sitting back to that child's pose. Breathe. Almost like you're trying to get belly button to floor. And walking those knees out appropriately as you need to and bringing those toes inwards. I know you can't see my feet in this camera view. But we're about to go right back into that world's greatest stretch. All right, coming out of that child's pose, back to high plank. Left foot comes up. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit, but I want you to pick up the intensity as well. Long through the head, lower the left shoulder, breathe. Left hand to sky. Left hand under and through. We're really using just an extended exhale in each one of these positions right now. Strong exhale. Left hand to sky. Left hand outside of left foot. Rock back. A little more intense now. Rocking forward, the left foot comes back, right foot comes up. Lower down that right shoulder, long through the head. Left hand is strong as you take right hand to sky. Right hand under and through. Right hand sky. Right hand outside of right foot. You know what to do. Rocking back. Really force that exhale. Sink into this one. Coming back forward. Right hand inside. Nice and controlled as right foot comes back. Lower down the knees. Then you can kick them out. Toes come in. Sit on back. Breathe. All right, we have it on the docket to do that one more time. We're going to pick up the pace even more, so that is just telling you to encourage yourself, to challenge yourself into that in range, because you're going to be there for even a shorter amount of time. Back to that high plank. Left foot comes up, nice and long, lower down. Left hand to sky. Left hand under and through. Create that tension. Left hand high. Strong through that right hand. Outside of left foot, rock back. Best one yet. Rock forward, hands come flat, control as that left foot comes back, nice and strong through the belly. Right foot comes up, lower down the right shoulder, long through head. Right hand to sky. And what that strong through bottom hand or left hand means is I want you gripping through your fingertips, not just going passive on that palm. Right hand under and through. Right hand high. Right hand outside of right foot, rock back. Forward. Right foot comes back. Lower down the knees. Quick child's pose here. All right, we're going to go into a quick wrist pin just to take some pressure, decompress the wrist a little bit. We spend a lot of time in that extended position, so we're going to go more flexion for just a moment. You've done this drill with me before. Your weight is in your knees, so even if I'm here, my weight is still in my knees. My body's not adjusting, my hands are light. All right, the top of my right hand's going to go to the floor. For some people, that might be a bit intense already. If it is, just try to breathe for me. Try to breathe through it unless it's causing pain. You can back out of it. We can continue to work that extension. But if we can with flexion, we're going to take our left knuckles, we're going to press down, lock that hand in, and you're going to turn the crease of that elbow forward as we externally rotate through that shoulder. Breathe, relax, 4 more, extend, relax, extend. I'm trying to take the crease of that elbow forward, externally rotating through that shoulder, relax, only 2 more. Rotate, relax, rotate. I don't want you feeling pain, but slight discomfort is going to most likely be happening right now. Relax, okay? Weight to the knees. You wobble off this wrist for a second if you like. Let's pin down that left side. I'm going to rotate that crease forward again. Relax, forward. So we are taking notes of how one side feels versus the other. Surprisingly, my right side's tighter today. Relax, open. Relax, open. Relax, and last time, rotate. Wonderful. All right, couple wrist circles. Hopefully they feel brand new. Let's come on over to a seated position. If you've done my strength flow class before, you may recognize 1 or 2 of these movements. Let's start off with a nice alternating shin box. We're going to drop knees off to the left. I do want to see a little bit of a gap today. So maybe about thumb to pinky width between heel and knee. And then we're going to work across, challenging how far we can get before the opposite leg has to follow. So really trying to open up that adductor area, groin area, as well as turn on those hips. Last time to the right. All right, let's take it to the center. We're going to add a little something now. Let's drop it off to the left again. Your left hand's still on the ground, your right hand's off the ground now. And we're going to press through the left hand, extend through the hips, and reach that right hand overhead or across the line of the body. It's a nice lateral reach. You're opening up that right side. Exhale. Let's take it down. Let's pick up the pace. Going over to the right. Right hand stays down. Extend to the hips. Left hand reaches. Really reach. Exhale. Down. Back to left. Open it up. Down, going right. Right hand stays down. Left hand reaches across the body. You should feel the oblique surrounds the rib cage through the hip, maybe even the lats. Down. Last time, right. We're going to change it up. We're going to go more flexion now. Over to the left. You're going to come onto that left forearm, reaching that right hand overhead. So we're at a folded position. Back up tall, go over to the right. We're only going to do 2 reps on each side on this one. Right forearm, walking that left hand overhead. Back tall, last time to left, maximal effort here. Last time to the right, maximal effort. Last thing we're doing. And relax. Do me a favor, go ahead and stand on up. Just want you to test the hips out, whatever that means for you. You can give me a squat, you can give me some hip circles. I'm hoping you feel brand new, a little looser if you were a little tight from the workouts earlier in this week or just sitting. Hopefully you feel brand new.